It's running on my page.
I know we're live. I just my
Okay.
mic switched.
Oh
OBS
no.
OBS screwed up and my mic switched off.
Oh
All right, let's
no.
try that again. Hello everyone and welcome to the Nerd Bites Weekly Show. I am your host DC and joining me per usual is my co-host Jen. What's up, Jen?
Not much. How's you?
Oh, just living the dream, trying to survive, drinking some coffee to get rid of a headache at 10 o'clock at night. You know how it
Love
goes.
that. Love that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, we were talking a little bit before the show. We're really excited getting prepped for LexCon. We'll have our LexCon show next week. So that's always one of our big cons. So excited for that. Yeah.
Very
Uh
excited.
Jen's not feeling super hot right now.
No, I've contracted the flu. Like woohoo. I feel okay, but I am drinking tea, trying to like do some homeopathic healing. But
Homeopathic. Nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
But but then tonight I'm definitely using the modern medicine way of healing with NyQuil and the good stuff.
Hell yeah.
So,
That's what's up.
mm,
Fun fact about me, I have never had the flu.
ooh,
So
have you
maybe
been studied?
well
Like, do we need to do I don't know, like medicine trials with you or something?
maybe I've never had strep throat. I've never had the flu. I've had COVID. I've had it twice. No, actually, I've had it probably 3 times. I've been confirmed twice. Um, but yeah, I have. Maybe I have contracted the flu. Maybe I have contracted strep throat, but I've never been symptomatic from said.
You're like modern day Ellie from The Last of Us.
Yeah, kind of.
Have you get like a moth tattoo on your forearm?
I probably should. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get my first tattoo, get that started. I have so many ideas, but I don't even have my first. Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I'm slacking.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I've never my whole house has had the flu and I didn't get it. So I think
Amazing.
yeah.
Stellar immunity. Are you sure they didn't do like trials on you as a baby?
Maybe they did. I don't know.
I'm kidding.
I chalk it up to eating a lot of Mexican food and drinking milk.
That'll do it for sure. I bet. I
Yeah.
don't drink milk, so that could be you could be onto something.
Yeah. Are you
Okay.
lactose intolerant?
I am.
Ooh.
Sadly. Yeah, it's a big bummer for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Is it just specifically milk? Like cheeses? Does cheeses do it to you or
Hard cheeses don't,
okay.
but soft cheeses definitely do.
Word.
So
Okay.
could be maybe aging. The aging process might just nix the lactose. Was it lactate or whatever?
Well, yeah.
Molecular.
Isn't lactate what you take to take care of like
Is it lactate or lactate? I don't know.
I don't
You know
know.
what? I don't know.
We're
It
in the
doesn't
weeds
matter.
now.
You're talking to someone who has the flu and who's heavily medicated, so I don't know.
Well,
Your guess is as good as mine.
it was a very intense week of news actually. There was a lot of stuff that happened between last week and the week before because we didn't have a show last week because it was Valentine's Day. Was your Valentine's Day good?
It was my partner was sick with the flu. Surprise. Um,
Mm.
so ta-da, 5 days later, pops up on me. But yeah, no. So we just had a chill, relaxed night in watching White Lotus, the first episode, and
Ooh,
then
nice.
no, actually, that was Sunday. But yeah, so we watched the next episode of Severance and then White Lotus on Sunday.
Well, that's a good segue, but I do want to say that I love White Lotus. I love the first 2 seasons. I have not started the new season yet, but I do plan to do so.
Yeah, you need to make sure that when you sit down to watch it, you have both hands on the wheel, on the metaphorical wheel, because it is crazy.
Okay,
It's
good to know. Yeah, I heard Walton Goggins is in it, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yep, he's in it.
Former
And then Jason
LexCon
Isaac.
guest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Jason Isaacs, who will be here at this LexCon. He's in it.
I did not know that. Wow.
Yep. Yep. He's in it.
Nice.
I love him. I loved him as Lucius Malfoy. But yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other stars in it.
There
My
always
favorite
is
character.
in White
Oh
Lotus.
yeah, for sure. I think Parker Posey is she plays my favorite character. Um she plays like a benzo mom from like North Carolina,
Okay.
and her accent is on point
I
for
need a
sure.
benzo.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, you definitely need to check it out for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, wifey loved that show too, so we'll check it out. But you mentioned Severance, and I had, like I said on the previous show, I'd been recommending that show a lot, but I finally bit the bullet because you were so, the way you described it, I was like, all right, I'm just going to do it. And I had heard too many
Yeah.
good things. And so I have an Apple TV subscription as for right now.
Right.
And I binged the shit out of Severance. I
Right.
am, uh, I'm not current because there's a new episode tonight.
Okay. I've
Uh,
already seen the new episode. It's good.
okay. I am one episode behind that. So I
Okay.
started it and I was like, maybe I can get through it, but I couldn't get. I just ran out of time. But I mean, hell, I
Right.
mean, 2 weeks and I've watched a season and a half
It's
already.
good.
It's so good.
Like Adam Scott's amazing in it. I think Ben Stiller did a phenomenal job with his directing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is you mentioned Ben Stiller, and that's a point I wanted to make. I feel like the episodes he directs are so much better than the ones he doesn't direct.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I do think that there's definitely a differential. I think that while he probably has like a creative process in some of the ones that he doesn't direct,
Yeah,
um, I don't know. Which is it's odd for me sitting back and like seeing his name come across screen because like we grew up with him like in like those very silly, you
Zoolander
know,
and
yeah,
yeah,
or like Meet the Parents
Meet the
or
Fockers. Yeah,
yeah. And so when his name came across screen after the first episode, I was like, ooh, is that like the Ben Stiller? We looked him up and yeah.
the Ben Stiller. Yeah, I don't know who else it would be.
Listen, Adam Sandler directs and produces The Wheel of Fortune, which is not the same Adam Sandler that we grew up with. I
Oh,
have to make that known. Yeah.
okay. I did not know
Yep.
that.
So, no, is it yeah, Wheel of Fortune, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe The Price is Right. Anyways, one of those daytime TV money shows.
Understood. Well, I knew that Adam Sandler wouldn't be the one to direct that. So,
You never know.
um, well, that's true. He's pretty wily these days. Did you watch SNL50 at all?
I did, yes.
Nice. It wasn't on
I
our
did.
list, but Adam Sandler reminded me. I should have put
Mhm.
it on the list. What did you think of it?
I liked it. I think that they had a lot to cram in to that like 2 hour time frame. Was it 2.5 hour
Something like
time
that.
frame? But they had a lot of like celebrities mainly to to slam in there. But I think that they did a good job. I like to see the four singing sisters back
Yeah.
with Kristen Wiig and you know Maya Rudolph. But yeah, what about you? What do you think?
I thought it was solid. I thought there was a lot of really good stuff in there. I think it's just like you said, there's so many celebrities to try to include and like former cast members that it's like, how do you write for all these things? And I
Yeah.
think with all the amount that they had to put into it, I thought it was really well put together. A lot of nostalgia in there, which is what you want
Hmm.
out of a 50th show. Pay homage to the past. I loved
Hmm.
that they talked a lot about Norm Macdonald, God rest his soul, because easily one of my favorite comedians of all time.
Yep.
And the fact that he was kicked off the show, forced off the show because of his OJ joke.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they joked about that too, actually. So,
Yeah.
and then
I
Bill
mean,
Murray's bit was funny. I did like his bit.
yep. I liked shoot Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
I love to see her back in that like crazy alien.
Yeah.
Like,
That was insane.
oh my god, with Meryl Streep, that was her first time doing SNL, which was crazy.
For real, to
I
think that that's her first time. You could tell she was kind of
although
nervous too.
Yeah, I didn't know she's dating Martin Short.
I didn't either.
So I guess yeah, so I guess now that they're dating, I guess he may have talked her into
Ah,
maybe the role. So
yeah. Well, Daddy
that was
was on
surprising.
it on that skit too. What's his name?
Pedro.
Pedro Pascal, Daddy Pedro.
Yes, yeah. Papa Pedro.
There were so many times he couldn't like hold a straight face during that whole bit.
Oh my God, yes. And also during the what was it, Domingo skit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
that was a good one too.
the one with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
Yeah, that was actually probably my favorite skit, and not for the reason that it was funny, although it was. It was for the fact that Sabrina Carpenter uh made her voice bad on purpose.
Yeah, she struggled to do that though.
She did. You could tell it like hurt her. Like you could tell in her eyes, like she couldn't stand it. And
Yes.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was
Uh,
so good
It almost made me wonder if she kept like the little earpiece in when she did that because it looked like she did,
to mess her
which I
up
wish
on
they would let her
purpose.
take. Yeah, I think that that could have been what was even throwing her off even more.
Yeah. Well, we know she's a
Yeah,
phenomenal singer. I mean, she's one of the best in the
sure.
biz. But
Hmm.
oh man, I thought that was so funny. Like the way she was just like straining her voice to make it sound terrible. It was so
It was
funny.
yeah, no, I was the same way. I love that whole Domingo, not because it's like the skit itself isn't funny, I don't think.
No.
I think it's like because like we all know someone in like some bridal party or something who's like, been a little sketchy or,
Right.
been a little like a
The
little
writing
morally.
wasn't what got it. It was
Yeah,
the
it was
reactions, the
character. Yes,
characters. Yeah.
it was the way the characters were developed by the actors for sure.
Yeah.
Which, hats off to the actors on that one. But
I was pleasantly surprised to see Lil Wayne get a performance on there too. I thought that was awesome.
I love him.
I love
I was so
Wheezy.
glad.
Have you seen
Same.
Wheezy live before?
No, I haven't. Is he good?
He is he does what he did on there, which he'll take like he has so many songs and so many hits that he'll take like
Hmm.
a verse and then a chorus of a song, and then he'll just go right back into another song that's a verse and a chorus.
Right. Okay.
And he also was smoking the biggest blunt I've ever seen in my entire life on stage the whole time.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that.
No, not on SNL50
Oh,
when I
okay.
saw him live.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I
he
was.
just didn't give a shit. It was funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I overall I think SNL did a phenomenal 50-year anniversary this year.
Yep.
Um Adam Driver was so funny
Oh my
when
god, I love him so much.
was it Julia Louis Dreyfus
Yeah,
and her like therapy dog or whatever?
and he just wasn't
Oh, I love
reacting.
it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you want to pet that dog so bad. I know, I can see it.
I
Like,
was
oh, come
happy
on.
Julie got her bit too.
Hmm.
As a Seinfeld lover, it was awesome to see. Yeah, I was actually surprised that, because of his appearances on SNL and also his ties to NBC over the years that Jerry wasn't a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh. I didn't think about that. I thought about Bill. Was it Bill Hader?
yeah,
Is that right? He wasn't there.
that
Although he had,
surprised me.
I
Yeah,
think he came out. I think he came out and said he had like anxiety surrounding SNL and maybe like live performances. So
is
I
that why the
understand.
Lonely Island did that anxiety bit? Was
I
that
don't
making fun of
know.
him?
I don't know. You just put that in my brain, and now I don't know. Maybe.
Because I think Bill Hader is brilliant. I think he's one of the best in showbiz. Period.
Oh, by far.
I mean, he wrote and directed and acted in. He didn't direct all the episodes. He directed a couple, but in Barry's one of the best
Yeah.
shows I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Start to finish, one of the best shows ever, in my opinion.
I haven't seen it, but Tim's
Ooh,
watched it.
you got to
I
watch
know.
that one.
Yeah, he wants me to watch it really bad too.
All right, if I'm going to recommend a show for you to watch, that's the one you need to watch. I
Barry.
did Severance. It's your turn. You're going to do Barry.
Got it. Is it on Netflix?
No, I think it's an HBO show.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, I'm just I was happy with it. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Same.
There's lots of other bits of news, just random stuff came out all week.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't even stretching back to the week before. There's just a lot of stuff came out this week. It was announced recently that Amazon has full control over James Bond. I think it was announced either today or yesterday.
Yeah. This article says yesterday,
Yeah.
but yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think so. I know, or I read that Valerie was it Leon, who was the former Bond girl from The Spy Who Loved Me and Never Say Never Again. She's 81 now. She said that she's worried because she was afraid that James Bond wasn't going to be British
British.
anymore. Yeah, wasn't going to be British anymore.
Governor.
Yeah. Yeah, governor, come on.
I mean,
Um,
that's a fair point, to be honest with you.
yeah, and I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, like I think that Amazon will probably still keep. I mean, I want to say that, but then they might not. But I would want to think that they would still keep its original, true roots
Amazon's a
when they
tricky
make
one.
a movie or
Just
show or whatever.
they're a
But
tricky platform, in my opinion, because their highs have been insanely high, but their lows have been god awful.
yeah,
And I worry about, because I really like James Bond movies. Daniel Craig is my James Bond goat, which I know most people say, like, Sean Connery. But and I like Sean Connery, but I just Daniel Craig's low key my favorite actor, so
mhm. He's good. He's very versatile, I have to say.
he is.
After seeing him in Logan Lucky, yeah,
Yes, no one talks
yeah,
about that movie.
yes,
That movie is too
phenomenal
good.
acting.
And maybe it's because it felt like it was from our neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, it was
That could be
filmed
it.
in Kentucky and West Virginia. It takes place in West Virginia.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, his country accent was spot on.
Yes, phenomenal acting.
As someone who is very critical of a country accent when it comes to acting, like Michael B. Jordan in this new horror movie he's in, his country accent sounds terrible in it. It's super forced, and I can't
Oh my
stand it. It's
god,
very distracting.
that's so Jason. So I want you to pay attention to this in the new White Lotus.
Okay.
In the first episode, at least, Jason Isaac's accent in it is god awful to me. I think it gets better as the episode goes on, and I don't know if it's
I
because
mean,
he
Jonathan
was.
Isaacs, right? Jonathan Isaacs.
Is it Jonathan Isaacs?
I think it's Jonathan Isaacs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I might be getting it completely wrong.
Let me vet that.
Hang on. Anyway, so his
I could be wrong. I
I
actually
think
think
it's
I'm
Jason.
I'm thinking of a basketball player.
Okay. It's okay. Anyway, so he's supposed to have like a North Carolina
Ah,
accent, which is very subtle, but it's very like drawn out at the
it's
end of the
very
word.
very particular. Yeah.
And he sounds like a British person doing a country
So it
accent.
almost sounds cottony.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and Tim was like, "Ooh, that is not
yeah,
good."
that's frustrating. That's gonna bother me. But anyway,
But
to
it'll be okay.
our what we were talking about though. I mean, yeah, Daniel Craig's accent in that is not distracting. It sounds
No,
like
phenomenal.
it's supposed like he's from the area.
Hmm.
So
But so, what do you think is going to happen when Amazon gets a hold of James Bond?
I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Like what I worry about the most, I think, is they're not going to do theatrical releases. That they'll do like a TV series or something like that instead. And I don't like that. James Bond is
Mhm.
meant for the theaters. It's meant to be a spectacle. It's meant to be the
Right.
the steamy sex scenes. It's meant to be the action scenes. Like that stuff's meant to be viewed like on the big screen.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And that's what I worry about the most with
Oh.
that and the fact that, like I said before, their highs are very high, but their lows are very low. I mean, Rings of Power was awful, and that sucks because I love the Lord of the Rings almost more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know.
No, I feel it. I feel it. I'm I'm interested to see what they'll do because I think it's been the longest break since we've had a James Bond movie.
It's been a
I
minute.
think like 4 years. So I don't know if they'll like immediately pump something out. I hope they won't. I hope
Yeah,
it won't be like one of those immediate. I hope they'll find the right person to be James Bond
yeah.
and
I know that
go
it's been a popular thing. Idris Elba has been for a while, and I think he would make a really good Bond. I think that'd be really cool.
phenomenal. He would be
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
I'm also a big fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Is he
I think that's his
British?
name. I think he is.
Hmm.
That was my British accent. It was very subtle and it was very awful. But yeah, I think so. But he's a little young, I think, to be James Bond.
I just think he has a young face in general.
Mm, he does.
You need someone with that chiseled jawline and
Very finessed look.
the stoic, grizzled
Mm,
look. Like if John Hamm was British, he'd make a good Bond, but he's not British.
John Hamm. I like him.
Yeah.
I think he would make a good, what would be like the American version of James Bond? Jameson Bond?
No, that's Irish. Uh,
Oh, you're right. Shoot. Dang it.
Jimmy Bond.
There you go. There you go. We'll make John Hamm Jimmy Bond.
Yeah. Dave Bond.
Dave. Oh, Bob Bond. Is that
Bob Bond. Okay.
Bob?
BB.
William?
I did, speaking of the big screen, I did watch Captain America Brave New World last
Yeah.
Thursday on its
What'd you
debut
think?
with Dakota. By the way, shouts out to Ket Soren, former longtime co host in the chat, saying, "Hey, you looking hot. Not going to say who. Looking hot, though. Just lots of hot stuff."
Aw, thank you. If you're talking about me,
I know she's not talking about me. So,
I have the
yeah. So, the Brave New World.
yes.
Did you watch it?
I have not seen it. Obviously, my family has been under the weather, so we have not made it
Fair.
out to theater to watch it. But it is on our to watch list if we get out. How was it? The trailers looked phenomenal for it. And I've heard great reviews from like people watching the movie.
All right. So, here's my thing with it. I won't spoil anything. The reshoots definitely hurt it. The
Mm-hmm.
reshoots definitely hurt it. You could tell there's a lot of stuff that was rushed during production because of that. A lot of the stuff doesn't really align very well plot wise.
Okay.
Harrison Ford and Anthony Mackie carry it on their backs. They both do a
Okay.
great job. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was worried about Harrison Ford being the Red Hulk.
He did not phone it in. I was worried he would phone it
Okay.
in as well because he's
Okay.
typically been like all mumble grumble nerd shit. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yep.
But he was not. And I
Okay.
think it was because he got to play like that army general type that he likes to do.
Right.
Um he was very good. He was very good. I thought the movie overall was pretty mid. Like it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just about as mid gets. I
Got
enjoyed
it.
myself for the most part watching the movie. I also would not love to see it again. I wouldn't seek it out to see it again. Maybe the third act only. I would watch the third act again.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
second act drags. First act's cool. It's you kind of got some background being laid down and that sort of stuff in a good way. And then second act drags, and then the third act is really cool.
Okay. Would you say it's worth it to wait till it comes out on streaming?
I don't know. I went with Bobby, and he said I'm a god for some reason in chat. I don't know why he said that, but hey, 11 months in a row, almost a year being subscribed with Prime. What the new best friend of the show, easily.
Oh my god, love
Uh,
it.
yeah, I went with him. I know he liked it. He'd probably say
Hmm.
it's worth going to see. I know we're gonna go see Mickey 17 next weekend. Or not next weekend, 2 weekends at LexCon weekend. I'm excited for that. The new movie
That you're gonna
from
have to let me know how
Bong.
that is. I want to see that so bad with
Go with us.
oh what's his name? Oh my gosh, the actor. He's
Oh,
in
Edward.
yes,
I can't remember his name
Edward
either.
Cullen.
Yeah,
Oh my god, or Cedric Diggory. Oh, I can remember his characters he played.
yeah. Robert Pattinson. Thank you, Sabrina. Hey,
That's it.
Sabrina.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for being here,
you.
Sabrina. It's been a minute.
Oh, hi.
We saw Captain America: Brave New World, Bobby. That's what we saw. Come on now. Come on. Keep up. Yeah, I thought it was okay, and
Mm,
it would be fun to go see in theaters. Like you could wait for it on streaming if you're not like super excited about it.
okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
but there are some cool parts where you're like, wow, that's neat.
Mm.
There was a lot of Magic the Gathering news over the past couple weeks. I'll keep it brief because there's not a lot of Magic the Gathering players that are here right now, but I know there are some listeners that are Magic the Gathering players. But some of this stuff it touches all of nerdom. So I just want to go through it. So the Final Fantasy Commander decks were revealed. So there's a Universes Beyond is what they call it for Magic the Gathering, and they revealed 4 new decks that are Final Fantasy. They're all Final Fantasy related, and they have all the Final Fantasy artwork and all that. Like they have a Cloud Strife deck, and it immediately pre-sold out everywhere, and I knew it would. And now the asking price is insane. The retail is like $70, and now people are asking like $300 for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that was announced, and there's been leaks uh given out by WotC, like previews, and it comes out in June. The set does. I know
Oh,
Dan, one of my really good friends, he's huge into Final Fantasy, and he's super excited about it because he's in my Magic pod, and he's gonna buy like all the stuff. And they have Spider-Man, which is gonna come out later in the year as well, and that's gonna be the set where I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna buy everything. I don't care. Like I can't help myself. But they also announced the third and final block of Universes Beyond for this wave of Universes Beyond, and it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. So there's 2 that I like. I gotta have these cards.
mhm.
Like, of course, they find a way to make me spend money. It never fails.
Mm.
So
Are you
that
a big
no, go ahead.
Are you a big Avatar: The Last Airbender
Yes,
fan?
love it,
Okay,
love it.
I can remember.
The first season, at least, the animated show, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
I didn't watch the live action show because not true to the show, and I just why. I mean, there's a reason the original directors who created the show left it, because they're like, what the fuck are we doing?
yeah.
Um, Korra, I didn't get all the way through yet, but I'm planning to finish it because also in the news, they just announced a third season, or not a third season, or a new show, a third show, which is it follows an Earthbender as the Avatar
Yeah, I'm excited.
from the original creators. You're a big Avatar fan?
So I haven't seen Legend of Korra, um, but I am excited to see this third slash new. It's called a book, or is that right? Is it a book?
It'd be a
Is
third
that what
book,
they call
yeah,
it?
yeah, third
Yeah.
book.
So excited to watch this third book. Um, because apparently it's about, I guess, a female protagonist
Yep,
who's under the guise of being the protagonist, but in actuality, she's actually prophesized to be the ender
yep.
of all beings. So
Gonna
But
be
yeah, I'm
interesting.
excited. It should be good. Yeah, should be good.
Bobby says the live action was awesome, better than the anime. I doubt that. Yeah, I feel like that's a common sentiment about Korra, like people not seeing all of Korra. As I needed to sit down and watch it. I know like people say it's worth it. Like where I stopped, and I think where a lot of people stopped was after season one because there was just too much of like that tournament stuff they were doing, and it really bogged the show down. But people say if you can get past that, it's like similar levels of godness as the Last Airbender was, the first book with Aang. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited for more Avatar. What a phenomenal show the first book was with Aang. Just one of the best shows ever created, animated or otherwise. Perfect story, perfect writing, just too good.
Agree. It was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I
I
thought that
liked Momo.
you like Momo,
Momo, yes.
the
Cute
lemur.
little lemur, yes, creature.
I like Appa. Yip yip.
Yeah.
But I did mention uh, uh, while we're on the topic of magic, just briefly, there they had a Hatsune Miku drop.
Oh, yeah,
It,
that's right.
yeah, this was for Secret Lair Magic, and really pretty. And I went ahead and bit the bullet and pre-ordered them. I had a credit I used, so I was like, why not? Uh, it was my first. It's my first ever Secret Lair order, and I ordered a playmat and everything. I'm gonna make a white Angels deck because the card that she is on top of, or not on top of, but the card that she is reprinted as is an angel, white angel card. And I'm naming the deck the Power of God in anime. Because
That
it's gonna be
that's a solid one.
it's gonna be a white angels and clerics deck with Hitsune
Yes.
Miku cards in it. So
I love it. 10 out of
yeah,
10.
pretty excited.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Oh my gosh, you'll have to let me know.
All right, I will. I'll send pictures and stuff.
I want to see, yeah.
I'll post it on Instagram and all that for everybody.
Yeah. Yes. I liked your D&D setup you posted.
Yeah, we had 5 of us going. Ketsorin's in the chat. She was there. She was to my left. She was playing the Planeswalker commander. I can't think of its name. She popped off. She almost won. She would have, but
Whoa.
our other best friend of the show, Mike, he board wiped all of our lands and stuff and creatures, and he just pecked away and won after that. So it's brutal. You ever play Magic?
No, I don't. It's intimidating to get into.
Understandably
So,
so.
yep. Oh
There's
wait,
a
was it
lot.
Magic? It wasn't D&D. I'm sorry. It was Magic, wasn't it? That
Yeah,
was my bad.
yeah, it was Magic. Yeah, Magic's intimidating. D&D is intimidating. I get it. There's a lot going on in both.
It's a lot of, yeah.
I adore both a lot though. And this is
Yes.
coming from a former D&D hater, by the way. I was like, D&D sucks. I'll never play D&D. And then during COVID, I was like, I'm bored. I guess I'll play an online D&D with my buddies because I miss my
Oh,
buddies. And
uh-huh.
now I'm obsessed.
D&D, bringing the people together.
For sure, for sure. We had a guy on, I can't remember his name, on the show last year. I don't know if you remember. He was doing a D&D documentary, and a lot of that touched on the during the COVID times how it like brought D&D out of the ashes, and like now it's
Yeah.
as popular as anything.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
wonder. Did he? I guess he finished
Yeah,
that
I mean he
documentary.
was I believe so. I need to check on that actually. That's a good
I need
point.
to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, fun.
is a cool guest. I have to try to like I don't remember what episode that was, but I'll have to look that up and see how it's doing. But everyone should go listen to that episode. It's on YouTube. He's a really cool guy. Um
Mm, let's see.
We talked about Marvel a little bit earlier with Falcon. Well, Captain America, not Falcon. Although there was Falcon in it. Spoiler. Um, there was a new trailer for Daredevil Born Again,
Yes.
and it looked like hot fire.
It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
The
All the arm breaking, the punches, the leg snaps. Listen, I'm there for it.
I mean, they
I'm
said it's
there.
going to be more brutal than the Netflix series.
Okay. All right, let's pop it back, Disney. Let's not do it too
Disney's like,
too hard.
yeah, you think we're just family friendly? Watch this.
Okay. Okay. No, but yeah, I'd be interested to watch it. I know I watched it, you know, with Tim a few minutes before the show started, and he's like, "Well, that looks pretty good." I said, "Yeah, Disney's making it." He's like, "Ooh." I was like, "Well, let's not like let's." Disney's done some pretty good things,
Yeah, there.
so
I never thought we'd see the day where Disney would lean into that kind of stuff. We everyone thought that it was going to be really hampered, like Marvel and all that was going to be hampered by them. Whenever they bought Fox and all that, we thought that all that stuff was going to just fall off the map, but no, they don't care. They're just like doing it. It's great.
I mean, now they put warnings in front of like Pocahontas and Aladdin.
I
So
know.
hey, maybe we'll get like what we asked for. You
Yes,
know, maybe they'll
Sabrina.
actually put the devil.
Right. Sabrina just brought up a good point too. She said they already put all the Hulu stuff on there. They backed off from the kid centric. Absolutely.
Ooh, true.
But I do want to talk about a kid centric show. It's not on the list because I forgot to add it, but no one, for some reason, I don't understand why, no one is talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider Man. And it is incredible. It's one of the best cartoons I've watched in a minute.
Is this like the big-headed Spider-Man, like the animated?
That's
Okay.
Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Oh
No,
yeah, that's right. Okay.
this is like it's more like I struggle letting my son watch it, my kids watch it because there's like cussing in it and stuff. Like it's not adult, but it's like definitely like older kid. The animation is beautiful. It's very much like straight from a comic book type animation. The storytelling is phenomenal. I know a lot of people got hung up because they changed the genders and races of some of the characters. And it's like, well, if you watch the show from the literal jump, this is not a spoiler because it happens within the first like 5 seconds of the show. Doctor Strange shows up in this universe, presuming it looks like the 616 Doctor Strange, and
Hmm.
he's like chasing a monster through their timeline. This is an alternate timeline of Spider-Man. So it's not like it's Peter Parker, but it's
Uh-huh.
not the 616 Peter Parker. So as we've
Huh.
seen from all the other alternate realities in Marvel, like yeah, none of the characters are going to be exactly the same. So yeah, Harry and Norman Osborn are black. Who gives a shit? Like the lizard's a woman. Okay, who cares?
Yeah. Literally, yeah. No, doesn't matter. I'll have to watch it.
Oh,
I'm
it's
adding that.
so good. It is
I'll watch it.
too good. It's too good.
Huh.
No one's talking about it. I don't understand. It's gotten
They are
phenomenal
making.
critic reviews, and user reviews have been really bad because they hate all like it's been hated on because of the PC bullshit that people spout on about. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. True. If they can't take a joke.
Yeah, Bobby. Oh my god. He said Osborne got waves, boy. He always does. But yeah, he's got the real waves now. And then he said, "I'm just tired of this new agenda shoving DEI down our throats." Oh my god. He's clearly joking, by the way.
Oh yeah, no,
But
for
anyway,
sure.
highly recommend that show. If you like Spider-Man at all, you're gonna love it. It's honestly like just as good as X-Men '97 was. Like it's that level of good.
Perfect. I'll have to take a peep. Take a peep.
Um, it's, since we're talking about Marvel, Marvel Rivals. There was some news that the devs and director of the creative team, like that helped make all the
Mm-hmm.
character models and all that, got laid off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that was the stateside group. And they said, "Don't worry about our game." Like that's their official statement. He's like, "It'll be fine. Like there's nothing to worry about with the game." And I don't know. I'm kind of worried because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird way to handle being laid off unless they were offered like a big severance check. Um, but it's a weird occurrence for sure. I tried to do some research on it before, couldn't find much on the news
There's not a
other
ton
than
about
that.
it. Yeah, there's just like talking points and like headlines and not much else about like the
No,
reason they were fired. They're keeping it like the devs are keeping it real or the not devs, the publishers keeping it real hush hush.
yeah, they've got a Loctite, maybe NDA, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. But let's see. Marvel Rivals game director Thaddeus Sasser took to LinkedIn to announce that he and his team were laid off. This is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase Games, and we were just laid off. That's all the article says
Yep.
verbatim. But
And
it's weird. It's weird.
it's super weird and it's probably for money reasons. They're probably being greedy as shit because that's what publishers do. Um,
Uh,
Video game industry is not a healthy place just in general, and it's really frustrating as a gamer to see all these stories come out. Once upon a time, I mean, I even went to school to be a game dev. Like I'm in
mm,
IT and like that's what I wanted to do, and then I kind of got to know the industry a bit, and it's just like, wow, this is not a good place to work.
I feel like most places are just so toxic, but like each in their own regard.
Yeah,
And I would be afraid to work anywhere within that realm.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, you hear all the stories about like what happened at Blizzard and
Yeah.
um, just how uh how devs are treated. Like they don't get good benefits, and then they work these long ass hours and don't get paid their overtime. And people are still some people that get severed don't even get their severance checks. Like
Mhm.
really, really fucked up. And
Is there? Sorry, go on.
no, I was just gonna say it feels like that games are suffering because of it. You don't have these love letters anymore from developers because they're just pumping out code and all the games feel dead because there's no like where are the fun Easter eggs? Where are like, it's stuff that, you know, developers took their time with to put into the game because they loved the game. They loved making the game. They didn't just it wasn't just collecting paycheck. It wasn't just meeting timelines. They put love into the game, and we're really missing that these days.
I can't remember his name, but he created Five Nights at Freddy's. Not to bring back like an old haunt, but he put a lot of time and effort into Easter eggs and these little tidbits. But he also had like full control of the game itself for like the first few games, and then he sold like
The
everything to a
franchise.
company. Yeah, and I think after that it kind of
Yeah.
petered out. But yeah, no, it definitely I can agree.
I mean,
Um,
to your point too, we are seeing, indie devs come out of the shadows and those ultimately end up being the best games, but I miss when AAA titles had that same feel.
yeah, yeah. Is there a union for game devs like the Writers Guild or anything for like screen like I don't know like the Screen Actors Guild writers
Uh
under
I I
like could you go like on strike or something?
I am not sure
No.
about that, to be honest with you. I've not heard much about it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think there is. I think it's been pretty frowned upon for devs to do that from
Okay.
publishers.
Right.
I think there's been talks about it after all this stuff, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, if there is a union, they haven't done much to help fix this shit. So,
Fair.
yeah.
I was just thinking about like everything that the writers have done, which they haven't. I feel like they haven't done much, but they've moved at least an
Yeah,
incremental pace. So,
for sure.
but yes.
Bobby says the times of you working for the same development company over a decade or for over a decade or over, contracted for a
Mm,
set amount of time for a single project, then let go. That's just the IT world in general, though. As someone who works in the industry, I'm very fortunate to not be contractual. I'm salaried, and
mm-hmm.
most of this industry, most of the IT industry is contractual. Like you said,
Mm,
you work on a project for a set period of time, no benefits. Yeah, you get paid more money, but you have to buy your own benefits. So it's like at the end of the day, you're getting paid the same, and you're constantly looking for a job.
yeah.
So it's a dog eat dog industry, and not in a healthy way. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I'm going back and I told you I've been going back and playing a bunch of old games, emulation,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked about Final Fantasy earlier. I've actually never played Final Fantasy before. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 10 like way after the fact in like 2018 or something, and it just wasn't for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of people telling me it's amazing and not knowing about it, so I'm just gonna do it. So I started with Final Fantasy 1 like this
Okay.
past week on the Game Boy Advance as 1 and 2 Dawn of Justice. And I'm actually having a really good time with 1. People say don't start there, but I'm actually really, really enjoying myself. It feels like I'm playing Pokemon with a party of 4 and with some story surrounding it, and it's like it's neat. I like it. You ever play Final Fantasy?
Very nice. No, I am a Final Fantasy virgin
Yeah,
for
same.
sure.
So I
Yep.
my
I've
plan is to
never.
play through them all. So
Let me
uh
know how they.
okay, I will. So far I'm loving 1. I'm like having a really good time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I never played Final Fantasy, but I did play Kingdom Hearts. So I therefore feel as though I'm indoctrinated into the Final Fantasy like cousin
I
system.
played Kingdom Hearts. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Hmm.
I
Oh,
also played 3, but I didn't play
okay.
very much of it.
Oh, you should have finished it.
I didn't like it.
Oh, boo. It was confusing. It got really muddled.
Yeah, I don't know.
Storyline.
I didn't
And
care
they're
about
trying
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cuz 3
that's
came
okay.
out for the what, PS4 like way 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 later.
Yeah, like what, like 6 years ago, someone. So,
Longer, I think. And I bought it and played it for like 6 hours and never touched it again.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. We can't all be amazing. So, you know,
Yeah. You a Kingdom Hearts fan? Like Kingdom Hearts a lot?
well,
Oh,
no, I don't. I did like the gameplay though. It was fun. It kept me on my toes, at least, you know,
gotcha.
when a new section came into play. So,
Fair enough. Bobby says, FYI, none of the Final Fantasy games are connected. You can start with any of them. They all retcon each other a bunch. Yeah, that's fine. I just figured I'd start with 1 and just work my way up from there. Just play them as other people have played them over the years. Figured
hmm,
why not.
yes,
Sabrina says, yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the most exposure I've had.
same right
Fair.
here. Like the little like tidbits that they throw at you, like Cloud and
Yeah.
who's it, Leon.
Sephiroth.
Like, yes, yep.
Speaking
And
of
you're like, where are they
games,
from?
Avowed came out and a lot of mixed reviews. It's from Obsidian. Obsidian's been real hit or miss over their time as a developer. Um, they made KOTOR 2, which was super fucking buggy, but had a great story, and loved the gameplay for that despite all the bugs. Um, they made Fallout New Vegas, which I know Bobby loves so much. They made Outer Worlds, which I thought it was okay. Uh, people say a lot of people are saying they're having a great time with it, which is great. I want gamers to have a good time, but I did think it was funny, and I posted a video on the B Shell about this. How it's like comparing Skyrim to Avowed and like all the things you can't do in Avowed that you could do in Skyrim, like just like attack the townspeople or kill a chicken or retrieve your arrows, like basic things.
Hmm.
Very weird that they would just not include that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that is. I don't, and I haven't played any of the games that they've released. I don't think.
Dang.
I know. I'm living under a rock over here.
Like a rock. Yeah, they I mean, they've got some bright spots for sure. Um they've also had some duds. I don't think Avowed's a dud. I think like I said, a lot of people like it, but I think a lot of people were expecting more, especially from those trailers and how long it was in development. So Bobby says Outer Worlds 2 drops in a few months. Didn't know that. Interesting. Didn't even know they were working on that.
Hmm.
Yeah. And also talking about video games. So Civ 7, been playing the shit out of it. Um I'm already on my third playthrough, and I don't know, I put several hours into it already. It definitely needs some work for sure. I still really have enjoyed my time with it. I've had a lot of
Mhm.
fun with it. It's not Civ 6. It's very different. Like I said, a lot of stuff needs fixing. I understand people's complaints. But I don't know. I'm having fun. So that's what games are for, right? Have fun.
Yeah,
I don't have to be
it's
perfect.
only been out 10 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Very nice.
Yeah. It's
I haven't played it, but
you ever played Civ?
no, 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 never.
It's a
I
turn-based strategy.
Right. So it's kind of like Baldur's Gate a bit.
No.
Oh, but I won't like it.
So Baldur's Gate is turn-based, yes, but it's a turn-based RPG. This is a like you build your city from scratch and expand it over time.
Stop. There's no need. I'm not gonna like it. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Fair enough. No, I mean if you don't
So,
like
so,
it,
so what I'm hearing is it's like Sims, right?
SimCity sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's turn-based strategy. It's militaristic and you have to work with and against other leaders, and yeah, I love it a lot. I love the franchise a lot. Uh
Like Sims Politics Edition. Love that.
but Civ 7 is Civ 7's fun. It's not perfect. It needs work. They've already patched a few things to help fix it, and I know that they'll continue to do so cuz Civ 6 when it launched was not good. Everyone forgets this, but it was not good. But by the time Civ 6 got like a year into development, it was
Mhm.
amazing. Amazing game.
Which which Civ was your favorite?
So I only started playing during Civ 5. So I've only played now 3 of them, and I like 6 the best out of the 2. But again, it's
Okay.
cuz they added a bunch of the stuff. So actually I take that back. I
Right.
played some Civ 4 as well. But Civ
Mm.
4 feels like archaic at this point. So
Sometimes we can get down with the polygons.
yeah,
There's
for
nothing
sure.
wrong with.
It's not even about graphics. I just meant like the stuff that wasn't not included in that game compared to other games.
Oh, I gotcha.
Civ 6 is very
Okay.
jam packed. Like they added everything to it.
Ah,
Yeah. And
I
7
gotcha.
feels a little empty because of that. But I know it's just because it needs time to marinate. They need to add the DLCs and all that shit.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna see if we could add something or compensate in other areas.
Yeah. Loot boxes are back in Overwatch, which is very surprising. Didn't think they'd ever go back to them, but I'm stoked about that. To be honest with you, I hated the current system that they have where you build up currency and buy stuff in the shop because it feels like you never got anything. So I'm happy to have some loot boxes again. I'm gonna start
Oh,
playing Overwatch again probably tomorrow. I'm excited. Maybe even tonight.
ooh,
I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know.
I haven't played Overwatch in a while.
If you, did you play Overwatch 2 at all?
No, not the second one. Is it two? Is that? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it's different. It definitely is. It's
Yeah.
not 6v6 anymore. It's 5v5. But I've loved Overwatch 2. It got a lot of unnecessary hate, I feel like. I've played it an ungodly amount of time. Last I checked, I had like 700 hours in Overwatch 2.
So you're putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, I play comp. Like I love competitive. So,
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
and then Pokemon
Okay.
Days next week.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yay.
the 27th. That's going to
27.
be on a
Oh,
Thursday cuz that's whenever it was released in Japan was February 27th. So that's considered
aw,
Pokemon Day.
Pokemon Day. Are we gonna celebrate it?
I always do. I get like cupcakes and stuff with the kids. We'll play Pokemon Go. I'll play like some Pokemon version on my Switch or DS or whatever. I'll probably crack a
Ooh.
few packs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, there's gonna be a Pokemon Direct on Pokemon Day, like as there usually is. But I just wonder what they're gonna announce, what they're gonna show.
Oh, I don't
Maybe launch title for the Switch 2. That'd be killer.
know. Mm,
I know they'll probably talk more about that Legends game.
probably.
Yeah. Sabrina says, "Woot." Yeah, she's a Pokemon pal. Are you gonna celebrate?
I mean, I have to now.
Yeah.
Now that it's brought up. It's
Yeah.
the day before, like when I the anniversary of when I broke up with my first ever ex. No, I'm kidding. No, um, but yeah, no, I'll definitely celebrate for sure. Get me a little slow poke cookie. I
Slowpoke
might
cookie.
bake it. Yeah.
Slowpoke your Pokemon. Your favorite Pokemon.
He's they're up there. Probably not my top. I think my top's probably Black Charizard.
Oh, shiny Charizard. Yeah.
Yep, shiny.
Sabrina,
Yeah.
you gonna celebrate Sabrina? Yeah. In some fashion. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Huh?
Oh, it's fun.
And a couple house cleaning things. Housekeeping. I always fuck that expression up. Housekeeping things. So, Nerd Bites has a TikTok, and
We do.
I posted my first ever like personal TikTok.
Oh,
Hello,
sorry. Excuse me.
you're good.
My phone was on.
I showed off my Anbernic, the thing I'm playing retro games on. The music was too loud over it. Whenever I previewed it, it wasn't that way, and I didn't want to have to delete the video and re-add it, so I just kept it and put in the comments like, "Sorry for the audio. It's my first time doing this." So you live and you learn. But yeah,
Yep.
I plan on posting more content on there, some more individual videos as well as convention videos. I have 3 videos up from GalaxyCon Columbus. I'm gonna post stuff for LexCon. Hey, where'd you get all those cool Pokemon emojis, Sabrina? Bust some packs, yeah. You're gonna bust some packs, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that too. And then we also, I've talked about this before, but I want to show it off a little bit because we haven't
Mm-hmm.
showed it off yet. We have a store. It was just posted by Steam Elements, our auto mod here. But I want to show off the Nerd Bytes store. It's on Fourth Wall. I actually, 2 people that I know have bought stuff off of it, and I ordered some samples for myself. And the quality of these products are actually phenomenal. I'm not blowing smoke. Like I wouldn't sell stuff that isn't good. Um, so we have a few select things on here right now. We have the all these flavors shirt, which good friend of the show Jay Hammond purchased. We have it in black and red, and then we have a sticker as well. And then we have the traditional Nerd Bites tee with the banana shell was here hashtag on the back in a few colors. There's more colors too. I'm not going to go through all. We have the Great Ninja Podcast shirt, which I purchased, and it looks super good in person. I'm going to wear it to LexCon. We have the Respects for Harambe dad hat in a few colors. We have the Nerd Bites hoodie in a few colors with the banana shell was here hashtag on the back, of course. We have the mug, the Nerd Bites Weekly Show mug, which I have, and it's very drinkable, very good quality, looks super good. I also got the snapback. It's embroidered, by the way, the DO4H, which, in case you didn't know, stands for Dicks Out for Harambe. So, and then Bobby actually got the trucker hat too, and he wears it all the time. Really good quality. He got this one, I believe. And then the Great Ninja Pod mug, and then a Nerd Bites Weekly sticker, and then a Great Ninja Pod sticker. So yeah, we plan on adding more stuff to the shop, but this is what we have right now, and I can confirm this is really good quality. Oh, yeah, here's our TikTok too. So latest on TikTok. So here's me talking about the Amber Neck.
What's up, everybody? DC from Nerd Bites here for my very first TikTok, like all the cool kids are doing. I just want to jump on here real quick and show off this really cool piece of tech that I recently acquired for Christmas from.
Yeah, the music gets too loud. I won't make everybody watch this for now, but it's on there. So yeah, go check us out on TikTok. Check out our shop. Buy something if you like. All the money I make from this goes back into the show in some capacity. So yeah, I just want to make the show better. I want to make things better with the show and give back, and you get some really, really, truly good quality products that arrive super quick, by the way. Surprised at how fast it arrives. Highly recommend people going and checking that out, and please buy some stuff. It's cool. It's nice. And I want to see you rocking Nerd Bite stuff because I think it'd be cool. Oh, Morgan, at the end of the show. Cool. Yo ho ho and a bottle of Tums. What are you talking about? I had Taco Bell tonight, Morgan. Well, how's that make you feel, Morgan? I had Taco Bell and it was delicious. I had 3 items from the Cantina menu, which is delicious, by the way. I love their Cantina stuff, but it's expensive.
I had Wing Zone.
Nice.
It was good.
Yeah. What's your go-to wing sauce?
Tame sauce.
What sauce?
Yeah, tame.
I don't know what tame sauce is.
Because it's tame.
So you like this? You don't like buffalo? You like the sweeter stuff?
It's not even sweet. It's kind of spicy.
Oh, is
But
it?
it's not like super spicy. Yeah, it's like mild.
Okay, fair.
Spicy. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what. Yeah.
I like the spicier stuff, obviously, because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
spicy dude, you know. So.
Yeah, spicy. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see everybody next week for our LexCon preview show. We might have a few special guests on there, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, go check out the TikTok. Go check out the Nerd Bite store. Buy some stuff at a reasonable price that's really good quality. Rock it on if you're going to LexCon. Rock some of our branded stuff. So spread the word. Be a friend of the show. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's all for tonight. It was a good show. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Appreciate Bobby and Sabrina and Morgan all stopping in to say hey, and the other people who didn't say anything. So I appreciate you all stopping by too. And until next time, feel better, Jen. Feel better, Jen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will.
All right, stay nerdy, guys. Love you all. Bye.